did Kiki suffer from food addiction? And if so, what foods were the most addictive for her? And how do you now stay away from them?
So I don't know that I would consider myself like a true food addict, but for sure a foodie and a food enthusiast. And I think, our brains are just wired to search out for those really calorically dense, palatable foods, which is why it's so dangerous or so impossible to lose weight in the current environment with all the foods that are out there. So I think when I listened to Dr. Doug Lyle's TED Talk on the pleasure trap, which I recommend everybody listen to that, and I learned that, me like wanting to shovel chips into my face isn't because something's wrong with me. It's because that's the way my brain is wired. Like that really relieved, the anxiety I had that like I had an issue, and so that alone freed up a lot of space and energy to then realize, okay, so well, the solution to that is to not put those foods in my environment. And so I don't allow those foods in my house, because if there is a bag of vegan chips, my brain is wired to want them and to not be able to stop. Like who can have like free chips? So that's how I deal with that, is I just keep a clean environment, as he refers to it. So I really recommend everybody check out Dr. Doug Lyle's talk.
Absolutely. But people say, but my kids don't like healthy food, or I have to buy this crappy food for my husband.
Yeah, well, I think you know how I feel about that. I just leave it out of my house. My kids have no option. So.
But you would see, I love that. That's what I've always admired about you, that you just, but so many parents just, they cave to their kids' crave.
Yeah. And I think it's hard. I think parents, get focused on the emotional roller coaster that the kids are going through, because it is emotional for the kids. It was emotional for my kids when I took away their familiar foods and the things that they wanted. But I had to teach them that I was in charge of their health and I'm responsible for giving them the best start in life. So I'm sorry, but, and they skipped some meals. Like they boycotted me, there was mutiny on the ship. So, but I just let them go hungry. There was a couple nights where my mom was like, they're not going to eat. I'm like, they'll be hungry tomorrow. And my mom's like, you're right. And they sure were. And we got through it. So.
But now your kids like the food, right?
They love the food. And my daughter is kind of funny because she really loves eating more raw, which cracks me up. So, but yeah, they love eating this way.